So, what do you do when you have changed or you want to make a change in your life and others haven't quite gotten the memo? They haven't quite caught up with you. And I'm filming this on Christmas Eve. And if there is a perfect time ever to practice being or making the changes that you want, it's now. Others that are around you, they are used to the way you have been showing up all these years, and they're comfortable with this, and this is what they're expecting. And you find yourself in mid-sentence softening what you were going to say to keep the peace, or saying, yes, I'd love to, instead of no, I'd rather not. Or no, instead of yes, I want to do it this way. Others, they're familiar, and their normal is expecting you to come in as they've always known you. And what's so hard for this kind of change to happen is because we have to allow others to be uncomfortable, to be disappointed. And I think that's why so many of us continue to struggle and revert back to the way it's always been, is because sometimes it's just easier keeping the peace rather than stirring up the pot and letting others feel what they need to feel in order to meet who we want to become. So we continue to smooth the edges and say what's expected and pull our strap up. And I say that because last month I went to the Musée d'Orsay, and they had a John Singer Sargent exhibit. And his famous painting, Madame X, was on display. And I learned something that I hadn't known before. It's a very famous painting. Here it is. And this is the version that we all are familiar with. But what I learned at this exhibit was that this is not the original version. The original version that he exhibited, I think it was 1884. You can correct me if I'm wrong, but the original version had her strap, her right strap, off the shoulder. And here is a copy of that. And in 1884, there were so many other things about this painting that were considered risque, but the strap off her shoulder just put people over the edge. The critics and the public were just appalled by the obscenity of this gesture. And he sat with it for maybe a week, and he repainted it. And he repainted it into what we now know as the original or the official Madame X. And he painted the strap up. And I think that we do that ourselves to keep the peace, to keep others comfortable, to not make waves and not rock the boat. But after a while, that gets really tiring. It really wears on you, keeping yourself in check all the time for other people's comfort. You're not angry anymore. You don't want to fight. You just want to be you. And this isn't about confrontation. It's not about fighting. It's not about making someone else bend to your will. You just want to be you. You just want to stop pretending, stop abandoning yourself, and be honest. And it doesn't mean that you're difficult. It means you're being honest with yourself. You're being loyal to yourself and the self that you want to grow into. You don't have to convince anyone. You don't have to explain yourself. And you don't have to pull your strap up every single time. If you're in this in-between place, this time of year, not only is it difficult because of all the opportunities you have to practice, the internet is just awash with easy, simple, manifest your best self and 6 steps to nirvana and, a 5-course program to find your passion. And it just makes everything sound like it's so easy. All you need is just this one more course. And it's freaking hard. This is hard work, and it's decades of change that we're trying to work through. So, 2 things, or 3 things. 3 things. Number one, give yourself grace. It's hard. But if you want to change, you're going to have to allow others their opportunity to change as well, and to change with you. That's really important. The other is, I do have a program, Wayfinding Road. It is not a guaranteed fix all, but it is a safe container with structure that you can practice some of these exercises with other women who are going through the same thing. And I've got information below if you're interested in checking that out. And if not, just trust yourself. Convince yourself that you are worth it. It will take time and it will get easier, but it will never go away, this struggle. Because who wants to disappoint others? For whatever reason, you don't want others to be disappointed. But practice will help you understand when the disappointment is something someone needs to grow and for you to honor yourself, or disappointment that you want to pull your strap up for as a gift, a conscious gift. And I guess that's the message. My name is Linnell. I'd love to hear your feedback and comments on this, and I'm glad you're here.